Oh, what's up, guys? I know I haven't made many videos or any content lately, mostly because I've been dealing with a bunch of stuff. Recently, I started my senior year at the high school, so that's coming up. I'm kind of stressed dealing with that, got college coming up soon, relatively soon. I recently got back from Salt Lake City Comic-Con. That was a shit ton of fun, and I actually am going to get into that a bit more later. I saw an exclusive premiere for a pilot episode of of a new zombie show called Z Nation by the same guys who made Sharknado, and I've seen Sharknado 1. I thought it was all right, but one thing that I noticed. I enjoyed it, It really is a movie that you have to watch with a crowd of people, preferably drunk and or high. Any combination of the two works best. Um, but they made that, and so I'm actually gonna get into that later. Right now, I'm just slapping some Team Fortress 2 gameplay on here because I am boring enough as it is. Doing that old thing. Another big thing that is happening is Gamergate. If you haven't heard about that, that's pretty fucking bullshit. I have been involved in it before I knew that it was a thing to be involved in. Played Depression Quest when it first got released. In fact, I was planning on doing a video on it, but I don't know. It was a very personal thing for me, and I was a bit upset by the pretty shitty representation in there. Because I've actually been through depression and suicide. I have been in that whole mess before, and it fucking sucks ass dicks. And in the game, well, it's not even a game. It's technically an interactive story because in order for it to be a game, it has to promote us at least like some sort of skill, which the game doesn't do, or interactive story, but. Then it really blew out of proportion with all the censorship, and I've been involved in that day one. I remember when I fucking saw that one, I believe it was the R Gaming subreddit on Reddit, that was absolutely fucking, everything was deleted, and it scared the fuck out of me, and I've actually recently started up a new Twitter account, used to have one, but then I deleted it because I was fucking brony asswipe, really fucking annoying person back then. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent. Basically, yeah, I'm back on Twitter. I believe it's at Closet Pancake or some bullshit. That. And I've been really involved with that. So that's been also taking up some time. But it wouldn't be fair for me or you, my awesome subscribers. By the way, I fucking love you guys. Anyone who has the audacity, not audacity, but the patience to put up with my stupid bullshit, because I haven't really been at all active recently. Mostly, yeah, because I've been really active on Twitter and all that, and Reddit with Gamergate.
Oh, come. My mouth tastes bad.
And with Comic-Con, and also a very big part of that also goes back into the fact that I tend to procrastinate. I always have in my life, and I really don't want to procrastinate because I love the YouTube channel. I love doing this. I love putting content out there, and I've actually talked to some awesome people. So I guess this is kind of more or less of a quote-unquote life update. Also, just gonna be talking about Sharknado, and Z Nation or whatever, because actually, yeah, I'm gonna get into that. Do a little fucking. It's like yourmoviesucks.org, except I do suck at doing everything that. By the way, definitely check out that video. I'm a big fan of Adams on there. He's an awesome dude. Not that me saying shit would change anything, but yeah. So I guess first things first. Gamergate, there's really nothing I could say about that could do it justice, because it's a really big thing. Really, I would recommend going to Internet Aristocrat or Mundane Matt, checking out their videos on it. Would be my suggestion, because I've been following this pretty clearly, and there's a lot of bullshit. A bunch of stuff keeps popping up recently. There's the whole business about Zoquin actually not giving any of her donation funds to the charities that she was claiming to give money towards, uh, of all the money that she got donated towards her. So it's all that Phil Fishy stuff going on there. But that is neither here nor there. I really have no way of doing justice to the whole situation of Gamergate. So I'm going to stop talking about that now. So, yes, recently started my senior year. There's that. Really have no fucking idea what I'm doing most of the time. I am probably going to screw myself over in some way or another. I always find a way to do that. So I'm just gonna jump into Comic-Con. That was fucking great. This is my third time going. They do it twice yearly. I met some awesome people. I actually met up with a guy from the DayZ subreddit. If I remember correctly, was Nick was his name, and he was a fucking awesome person to talk to. Also met some strangers. Had a blast talking to them. Overall, some of the nicest people I've met in my life at that event. It really is awesome. And yeah, on the last day was definitely the best. There were a lot of people. Actually on the last day, people started actually talking to getting my DayZ cosplay. That was exciting because I had that all 3 days. I had the M10M gas mask. I actually collect gas masks, but my collection is fucking pitiful as shit right now. I only have like 4. Though I do have like a 70-year-old World War II gas mask. I am rambling again. Oh right, and so I was wearing that all day, every day. It was fucking stuffy as shit. I actually ended up, I think, breaking it somehow. Like, all of a sudden, the interior of the mask started getting all fucked up. So that was a bummer. But on the third day, people actually started getting my cosplay. I actually met up with Nick, and I had an absolute blast talking to people, meeting up with people. And on the last day, there was also a fucking world premiere at Comic-Con exclusive. I don't know if it's a world premiere or just Comic-Con premiere or whatever. Alright, so I was talking about Z Nation is the name of the TV show, and they actually did an exclusive premiere of the pilot episode for Z Nation. At Comic-Con, at Salt Lake Comic-Con, and they had that one, they were like, oh, we have a star from Twilight. I was like, oh shit, but it was actually that blonde guy who played almost no role in the, Twilight. And I remember when I first saw the movie, because I saw the first movie, because, come on, it's fucking Twilight, dude. It sucked, but I laughed at parts where I shouldn't have, because it's so fucking ridiculous. But he was some scout. Okay. He was some side character that people should have paid more attention to, in my opinion. I remember seeing that. I'm like, okay, he's a fucking side character because he's in the Twilight movies. He's probably gonna get no more work ever, and that sucks because he's one of the most probably fucking talented people in this shitty movie. Anyways, fuck. Yeah, so he showed up on the stage. He's like, yeah, it was pretty so cool. Z Nation, sci-fi Sharknado. I was like, okay. And I remember it started playing some trailers for some mediocre sci-fi TV shows and movies or something about time travel. And the sound quality was kind of shit. And I remember thinking the whole way through, I was talking to people behind me, and they looked really annoyed. And I was thinking to myself, the only way that this show is going to work is if they don't take themselves seriously. Because the only reason that, Sharknado was such a hit that it was is because the creators knew, the Asylum, by the way, they knew that they were not good at making anything quality at all. And, so they really went for entertainment more than quality, and that's why it was such a fucking great, beautiful golden piece of shit. Anyways, so got into it, and they actually said, oh yeah, give us publicity, advertise this shit and talk about it on Twitter. They even said that you could record video, which I was like, oh wow, they really are just saying go to town. That scout should be an acrobat. Same with that demo man. But yeah, anyways, just getting into it. At first, it was like, oh shit, you know, they pulled an M. Night Shyamalan ding dong. Got a bit full of themselves, you know. They don't really. They got off course. But then there was a scene, spoiler alert, with a zombie baby, and I was like, holy fuck, they know exactly what they're doing. And the entire time, the crowd just started laughing. And it was just an outright blast. Everyone was having fun. I really ended up enjoying it. There's some parts that were ridiculously cheesy. Most of the time, just really funny. So that's going to be premiering on Sci-Fi because, you know, the Asylum is now their star of the show. So I would recommend, if you do watch the premiere on TV of Z Nation, sound quality and sound mixing sucked, I have to say, from at least what I saw, because it was fucking loud in the ballroom where they played it. If you are gonna watch it in a crowd full of drunk and or high people, or people who just want to have fun, you know, people who know people who enjoy shitty things, because like stuff like Birdemic and all that, because that's what it all comes down to. If you're watching it alone, you might exhale sharply out of your nose a couple times, but overall, you won't enjoy it as much as if you watch it in a crowd. So, yeah, be what I watch these. I'm gonna fucking wreck them. Yeah. So if you do watch the premiere of Z Nation, which I'd really recommend you do, it really takes the cheese. I want to say takes the cake, but it's just so cheesy and stuff. Yeah, then just watch it in a crowd of people. So there's that. So just back to the self-whiny, self-pity. If that's all you care about, the Z Nation stuff, might as well stop watching now, because I'm gonna start getting all self-pitiful and whiny and shit. I'm gonna go maybe 10% dark side Phil on you. So I'm laughing at my own jokes. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I procrastinate a lot, and it sucks. I ended up recently deleting all of my footage. I had like 300 gigabytes of footage. All of it I was planning on editing. I had some funny synergy mod, Half-Life 2 co-op things that was really good, but I was feeling really overwhelmed and I had to delete it. I'm just kind of pissed at myself. I'm really bummed because I have all this honestly quality footage of stuff that more or less is actually pretty funny, and I just never get around to editing it. So really, if anything, I want someone to get on my ass about that, you know, because I want to create more content, and it's not about me, you know. And if I'm right, I'm congaing. Yeah, I'm gonna conga here. And some bullshit happens, and a medic pops out. Yeah, and he starts shooting at me with his fucking darts and his, I don't know. Oh wow, I actually just noticed I have just enough health so he could have killed me with one crit. Oh well. What? Yeah, so I really wanna get more into that, so I'm really sorry for the huge lack of footage lately, and I'm gonna try to kind of get myself into the habit of really editing footage, because I don't monetize my channel. It'd be fucking retarded of me to do that, and I don't know, you know, it's just a bunch of stuff. I really do this. It would be cheesy for me to say do it for you, but I do, you know. I mean, I do it for whoever the fuck is willing to watch, because I just enjoy doing this. I have kind of a passion for video editing like this. Kind of more or less, I've been a fan of the YouTuber Kraken for a while, and he's been kind of more or less of an inspiration for me. Just stuff like that, you know. And I really want to get more into editing, so I guess that's that. This already is going to be a fucking 15-minute video. Holy ass balls. That is ridiculous. Didn't know I had that much in me. So yeah, hopefully, I wouldn't say expect for more content in the future, but definitely hope for it. I know I'm going to really, really try to do that. I'm going to try to get on my ass about, you know, putting more stuff out there because I don't know. I honestly am very surprised myself that over 200 people are interested in what's going on there with that. If you want, you can check me out on Twitter, though chances are I'm just going to be bitching about Gamergate and stuff and shaking my head when Adam Baldwin retweets fucking red pillars. Though overall, he's a fucking great guy. He was actually at Comic-Con the last time I was there, and he is an awesome person. He was the one of the nicest people I like in one of the panels there because he just outright just he was on stage. It was a massive ballroom, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know," and he called a bunch of people on stage and gave them all hugs. He just was such a friendly person, and it really, really made me absolutely happy when he started backing up Gamergate. It was really surprising as well. So I'd honestly recommend that you check out Gamergate because that's some bullshit right there. What's going on there? Absolutely stupid shit with game journalists, quote unquote journalists, and yeah, Z Nation is coming up on Sci-Fi. Think I played right into their hands there, but honestly enjoyed myself watching it because it was so fucking hilarious. So yeah, that's that really. I should wrap the shit up. I don't know how I'm gonna wrap that up. Oh yeah, I got a free U2 album. That's good.